It was a great time,
There
man.
seems to be a lot of positivity surrounding AEW right now. There seems to be a lot of goodwill. That's my read. Online, people seem to be glowing. And, it seems to be like people are a little bit, what's the word? Frustrated with the WWE product right now. There definitely seems to be a moment that they're building up towards. And I did see a clip in the post-event press conference where Tony Khan was asked about any plans for next April. Of course, WWE will be in Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania, and it has been proposed by others. We mentioned Paul Walter Hauser mentioning this on Twitter as well, saying like, hey, there's an opportunity here to do something very special for the North American and, the fans who, for whatever reason, don't want to travel to Saudi Arabia. And I thought that Tony Khan's demeanor and remarks were very telling. Here's what he had to say.
But next April, there's no domestic wrestling weekend in the United States.
Yet.
With the success,
I wouldn't have kept going with the question there. What do you mean yet? What do you have, what do you have in mind? What are you working on? But I thought that was very, very telling. And he could do something which, look, I have said this before. I think I've definitely said it to the guys off air, but I'll say it now. Tony Khan could position himself as the biggest baby face in combat sports. If he sort of plays his cards right, I think he can position himself as the biggest baby face in combat sports. Why? Because there's no investors as far as AEW is concerned. There's no large corporation, controlling AEW. It's him. And yes, I know he is not self-made, but his dad is self-made. And his dad has a great backstory. And he's the owner of Fulham, and he's the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. But this is all Tony Khan by himself. He's got no one else funding this thing, no one else pumping money into it, no one else telling him what he can and can't do. And it does feel, as WWE moves further and further away right now from what they once were, with the things like the ads on the mat and the commercial breaks and all that stuff and more, which for the most part don't bother me. I don't mind the ads on the mat. I really don't. The commercial breaks do slow things down. I do miss the packages and the backstage vignettes and all that stuff. We talked about all of that coming off of WrestleMania. The AEW product feels a little more old school, feels like it has more soul, and there's something about that sort of little engine that could. Now, I could see it a mile away. No one's going to call a billionaire and the son of a billionaire the little engine that could. But in this world that we're living in and who he's going up against, yeah, he is, in my opinion, the little engine that could. And so if he did put on an event like that in April, a domestic